Okay, you guys wanted it. Here's another fucking role play. You're going to see some very interesting ways in how to handle the prospects. Now, to give you like a 60,000 feet overview on what you're going to see in this call, besides obviously the role plays and me answering a few questions at the beginning, it's how you can literally beat sabotage by success. We had a particular situation where a few of the boys, okay, they apply for a gig and someone who was already in that gig kind of like talk them down a bit, like talk shit about them so that they could not get to it. I'm going to show you the best way to deal with a situation like that because even though it's not a common thing, once you're inside of an offer, you will find people, whether it's a coworker, whether it's even your boss itself, that for some reason he might not like you or something like it, and he's going to try to sabotage you a bit. So I'm going to show you exactly what you should do and the best possible way to get out of it, okay? Now, I'm also going to be showing you how you can really control the frame in interviews and in the calls with the prospects, okay? Extremely important. And the importance of being closer overall, because there is this interesting controversy that, oh yeah, I'm a closer and I'm supposed to close prospects on calls, right? Awesome, yeah, great. But then I got my wife beating the shit out of me. I got my kids disobeying me. I cannot get a single girl even if I pay for it. It's like, okay, dude, you're a closer. You're supposed to close. I close my dog to take a piss outside if I want to. That's kind of like the whole point of being a closer. So don't just box yourself into just closing prospects. What the fuck? Use your skills for everything. Anyways, we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I'm going to show you what's kind of like the point between challenging contradictions because of course, you need to challenge the prospects. This is something that I said multiple times. If you're not someone who's challenging the prospects, you will never get to the truth. You will never get to what I call the revelation moment where the prospects realize what they have been fucking up this whole time. And now that they do, they can see the light. So it's like, oh, if I do this, I can do it. That with your help, they're going to get to that point. But anyways, I'm going to explain this in the video. I just want to give you a quick, a quick overview and everything. Just pay attention and you will see when is the right time to challenge people and when is the not right time to challenge people. You got to earn the right, okay? So that being said, you will also see why I like to take some pride on the fact that I'm a good coach, because even though I swear a lot, I have this capacity to make things simple so that anyone can understand, all right? Now, I am doing that in this video so that you guys can understand multiple things, even advanced things in the discovery. So I want you guys to just sit, relax, pay a lot of attention, because even though there's a bunch of jokes and interesting characters playing in this role play, I still would like you guys to just see it with a serious mind and understand that the things that I am sharing are things that people literally charge fucking thousands of dollars. And I'm just sharing it with you for free. I am literally sharing everything that I know for you for free, okay? So just watch it, enjoy it, and I would highly appreciate it. And as always, if, like I'm always saying with full honesty, you don't need to invest into me in anything, in any type of realm, okay? All you need to do is watch my stuff if you really want to learn. If you want to go faster, of course, there's the hunters. Of course, you can join. Absolutely. But topic for another day. Right now, what I want you to do is I want you to just, again, grab some popcorn, watch the fucking video, learn a thing or two. And if there's any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I will be there, my team will be there, and we're going to help you as much as we can. So, with that being said, it's my pleasure to bring another video that is going to help you become a better salesman or become a better man. And I will see you in the next one. But for now, enjoy this one and bye bye. I might have said a good one on this one. Welcome to another roleplay. My so the question in sense is someone who is a very arrogant person with a very fragile ego and a quite the broken ass for all I know. It's actively sabotaging some of you in an interview. What do you do in a case when someone actively tries to sabotage you and you're applying for something? Is there something that you can realistically do? The thing is, yes, there are multiple things that you can do, but all of them take a risk, which is getting caught between messages, between trying to skip ahead. Okay. So let's say that this person makes a decision and somewhere in here is the person influencing it. You just skip all this so that you can go for here. This also has consequences. You have probably have seen some cases where this happened. Okay, maybe in a fucking movie, I don't know, but this also happens. So many things that you can do. Realistically, the only thing that I want you guys to focus is just the ones that you can control. Success, become good, become the best, become so good that they cannot ignore you. That is the best thing that you can do. Because the reality is that, oh, what type of message can I send, or what trick or what loop can I? Maybe. But you know what's really going to speak the loudest of everything? How good you are. Because I really don't give a shit what other people can say. If I know you're good, I will hire you. Okay? So if I want to hire someone for my team and I have fucking Costin and Jasper talking shit about him, but if I know the person is good, I'm still going to hire him. If I have, I don't know, a completely different, it doesn't fucking matter. Do you guys get the idea? Yes? It doesn't matter what people say. It's always about the raw talent. Okay? And this is something that I even did with myself, because no one believed that I was good except me. And me with success and me doing the right things end up getting me to the position that I am now. That's it. So just become the best as you can. All right? Just that. So I don't know. So like I said, for example, Amro working with me, doesn't matter if Amro had the experience or not. Doesn't matter if someone talked bad about Amro or whatever. I don't give a shit. I know he's doing the right things. That's why I'm keeping him. And it will be the same with everyone. So if someone is trash talking you or trying to sabotage you, well, don't. The best thing that you can do is just ignore the wanker and show that you're the best. And if you really want to taunt people, you can literally say, why do you
it's
think
your
that person?
I
something's
can't
wrong
hear
with
you
your
again.
mic.
What? That makes
now
no
I
Now
can.
sense.
it's fine.
That makes no
I can
sense.
hear you well. I can hear him well. I don't know what's wrong
Me
with
too.
you guys.
The same time it cut off, you can see on Russian comrade was also confused. Like, what happened?
How?
How? Raise your hand if you could hear everything I said. Okay. How does
No
that make sense?
cuts.
How does that make
I don't know.
sense?
We just cut off for a second.
No cuts.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know.
It sounds like a skill issue from your part, guys. I'll say it again. If someone is sabotaging you, ignore. You don't even worry about that. Become so good that your success talks. Your value talks for yourself. And if you want to say something, just look at the person. If you know someone, if you know that X is talking shit to Y for you, say to Y, why do you think X is talking shit about me? Oh, because he knows. It's like, are you sure it's because of that? You can also double it back. But my advice is, even though there are many things you can do, just focus on yourself. There's always the same phrase: winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. Okay? You guys are not losers. You guys are hunters. You guys win. Don't forget that. All right. Let me quickly read this chat. I think he's scared because people with skill will come in. Yes. People with arrogance crumble quickly when it's challenged. Yes. He doesn't even have his own personality. This is true as well. Like, this is really true on that. Like, yeah. Anyway, oh no, I'm not reading this one. What would you recommend sending the interviewer guy now in hindsight? Do you think he lied here? Do you think because of our time zone? Clearly, the thing is, I can vouch with the hand on my heart 9 out of 10 on chances that I don't think he helped you guys. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Okay. Now, can I be mistaken? Yeah, of course. I hope I'm mistaken for all I know. Like, I hope that I am completely mistaken and he's the kindest person on the planet. Sure. But let's talk about the most problem likely thing. And I also don't know if just the time zone is the thing. Because if you tell me, oh, the time zone, well, then you guys should immediately say, well, I don't give a fuck about the time zone. I can just make my own schedule. That's why I'm a closer. So what's the problem now? Okay. If you guys, this is a pro tip. If you guys get on an interview and someone asks, what's your country? It's always because of the fucking time zone and because they want to eliminate you if you're from a third world country. Always. Okay. So what you do is you know what you need to do always research on where the influencer is. And you say that you are from this country, but you manage yourself in this time zone, which also aligns with theirs. Okay. So for example, if someone says that they are from Miami, I can just literally say, well, I am in Argentina right now. And the time zone is literally 1 hour ahead of Miami. So that's the time zone that I manage, if that helps you to have an idea. Okay, great. So now they know, even though I'm from a third world country, they know that I manage myself in that time zone. Okay. And I'm also proficient. It's not like I have the thickest Latino accent on the planet and I don't know how to speak. It's like, oh, I know I'm good. Right. Now, if let's say this is a fact, but let's say it's bullshit. Let's say that Argentina is 6 hours on difference on Miami. Do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, well, yeah, I'm in Argentina right now, in the region in the northeast of Argentina that is only 1 hour ahead of Miami time. So that can give you an idea. I'm going to say that. I don't give a single shit. Why is that? Because I can manage my own time. It's not, I'm not even lying because I can just set my own time to whatever time zone they want. That's why you're a fucking closer, anyways. So who gives a shit? Okay. Now, if the time zones are completely opposite and you have to wake up at 2 a.m. and go to bed at 11 a.m., then maybe it's not even a good idea for you to get the job. Okay. Like, I'm not going to become a closer for someone in China, if that makes sense. But if it is something that you can manage, you don't have to do this whole explanation to the interviewer saying, hey, man, I can rearrange my time and I can make it work. And it's like, no, because what if you don't? What if you don't? I don't know if I should believe you. That's going to be the mind of the interviewer. But if you just say it like that, and then you do that internal reasoning for yourself, then that's great. You don't have to worry about it. That makes sense, everyone?
It does. Just in your opinion, do you think I fucked up? What I said was I used to work for Viral Coach. I worked EST hours there, so no problems, but I'm based in Sweden myself. And he asked me, okay, what is the latest you could work until realistically? And I said 6 p.m. EST, which is 1 a.m. my time. Should I've just said even later, or I just wanted to be realistic at the same time?
Yeah. So first thing, I'm a Russian comrade and Jared. Leave and rejoin because I know you didn't hear what I said before. And you were like, bruh, what the hell? So just leave and rejoin Zoom. That's probably going to fix the audio problem that you guys have. I don't know. With this that you just asked me, Andronator. So the thing is that you can always apply this. You can always apply this. Okay. The only reversal of this strategy is when you actively cannot, like, no matter what you do, you just cannot adequate to the time. So the example is the thing on China. You know that the hour is completely fucked up over there. So it doesn't serve a purpose to me rely on that one because I will literally be waking up at 3 a.m. to take calls. It's just weird. Unless I'm a very nocturnal person and I like that, it's gonna fuck me over completely. So I'm not gonna do that one. But if it's only a few hours, you don't need to explain that to the interviewer because it's only gonna cost you opportunities. What you really need to do is saying, "Oh, I know that you guys are working on this time. Is that correct?" Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm in this place in Sweden, and the difference is only 1 hour. You can just say the city that you are in Sweden. The guy is not gonna fucking know. Do you think the guy is gonna fucking check? No. Okay. He's just gonna say, "Oh, this guy's from Sweden, but has the same time zone." So time zone is not a problem now. Now, if is time zone, and this is the point that I wanted to be getting at the end of this whole conversation, is time zone the sole requirement for not hiring someone? No. Which kind of serves my point earlier today. That is not. Unless you're someone in fucking China again, okay? That you have it completely upside down, maybe that's more debatable. But if it's only a few hours, it's just stupid. What are you going to risk losing on a big talent because he's 2 hours ahead of you? Do you guys see how stupid that is? Even if it's 4 hours ahead, it's still stupid. Okay? If we're talking about 8, if we're talking about 10, if we're talking about fucking Liam, who is literally in the opposite of the planet, that even the watches are upside down, it's like, maybe it makes sense. Okay? But otherwise, it's just a recruiter. Keep one thing in mind. Usually, people are not stupid. Usually. When we're talking about charges where you have to handle people. And if you're a recruiter, you're supposed to know how to recruit people. Number one rule of a recruiter, you guys know what that is? Find great talent. You're not going to let go of a great talent because someone might be 1 or 2 or 3 hours on a different time zone than what you perfectly want. It is just stupid. That's why I am telling you guys that even though this strategy really works and you can just use it to have more cards in your deck, it shouldn't be the thing that immediately disqualifies you. That makes no sense. It's just dumb. When you guys really think about it, isn't it dumb? So you guys telling me, oh no, I just got disregarded because of my time zone. It's like, did you? I don't know. Maybe I don't know exactly the time zone that you, Jaden, and Andronator have right now, but if it's too brutal, then maybe I will just, or at least I will tell you. I'm not gonna disregard you without having a chance to even talk to you. Okay? Like it makes no fucking sense. So just keep this thing in mind. That's why the whole thing that I was saying earlier. Okay?
Gotcha. So if I'm understanding you correctly, in hindsight, it was probably a skill issue from me and Jaden's end.
Skill issue for not saying that, of setting yourself in a better way, and understanding that you're swimming against the current because someone is pushing wind against you. All right? How do I see that? How will I see that is, well, first, if someone is pushing wind against me, I will be thankful because I'm only going to become stronger because I'm going to be swimming even in a hard environment and I'm going to get stronger because of that. The second thing is you guys know now how to make it. You won't make the same mistake now. If someone asks you, where are you from? You say, well, I looked at you guys. You guys are from Miami, right? Yeah, yeah. So, okay. I mean, in this region of Sweden, and it's like 1 hour ahead of you guys so that you guys have an idea. Okay, cool. Awesome. Do you see how I fixed it? 0 problems. The only possible problem with that would be if I have the thickest accent and no one can understand me. But that's not the case with any of you. So, yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, Luca.
The only,
Regarding that, I have a
before you go,
question.
the only maybe exception would be in some places they want only US people. This is the typical, this is a recruitment agency that is quite known, that only US and Canada, only US and Canada. And they do that because it's also the way they are handling the payments through the banks, through the wires and shit. There's also something that regards on that. So that could be one factor. But again, a recruiter wouldn't disregard someone just based on that. Because if he has 2 fingers of forehead, he knows how to think. He would just say, well, I can just fucking use USDT or WISE or PayPal or whatever. So it will be fine. There's always a solution. I'm not going to sacrifice talent just because he was born in a different part of the planet. And everyone with a brain understands that. So that's why, from my perspective, when you guys are explaining this to me, it's like I'm missing a piece of the puzzle in here. There's a piece that is missing. And I know what it is, but I want you guys to understand what that piece is. Okay? So, Jaden?
Yeah, I just wanted your advice on that, what I said on the interview. So when he said what times I can work, I said I can work like whenever, 24/7. I'm a fucking beast. It doesn't matter for me. But then he said, yeah, give me a time so I know. I was like, okay, optimally, I don't want to sacrifice my sleep because it's important for me. So 6 p.m. Eastern time or something like that. It's 12 a.m. my time. He was like, okay. So was that right?
Well, I wouldn't have handled it like that. It's like you went as a beast, but then you just end up bending over like a good girl. It's like, well, no. If you say I'm a beast, I can work 24/7, and he says, give me a time, you said, oh, maybe I wasn't clear. Sorry. 24/7. No, but give me a time. 24/7. Is that wrong? No, I mean, it's
I have
not
a
wrong. I
question
just want to
regarding that.
know. 24/7.
Some people don't want you to take calls like night because of the sleep. That's why I said it.
When you say 24/7, it's not because you're going to be working 24/7. You're not a robot. You say 24/7 because your schedule, it's free to take calls whenever they feel like it's best. And then you just accommodate to that. That's what 24/7 means.
Hmm.
24/7 availability, and then I fix my schedule. What do you guys prefer? I told you this. It's like, it's always when someone gives you a question, you don't just answer. You're a closer. You question them back. What time do you have? What time do you want? But give me a time. Give me the time you want. Do you see the difference? That's what that you're a closer. You get a close. You guys didn't close if you did that. Okay? You don't close just prospects. You close interviewers. You close bosses. You close chicks. You close friends. You close your dog to be outside. You close. That's the point of being a closer. It's not just to close a prospect so you can make some money. It's to close everything so that you can have a fantastic life. Yes?
Yes.
Jared, Amro, Russian comrade, did the audio thing was fixed?
Yeah,
No,
it
they're not.
hasn't cut out.
Awesome. I'm a hacker. So why did we get disqualified? Guess. Capping. And why would the interviewer even interviewed us if we're in a different time zone? That's also, you guys put that you were in a different time zone, right? Like there was a pre-qualification thing or something, or not?
No, he asked everyone separately. There were even guys from New Zealand, so from different time zones.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of proves my point. Unfortunately, it does. Fortunately. In my position, I noticed that people don't give a fuck when I show them my skill. They say I'm great, and it's surprising to them. Luca once said this: "When you're asked where you're based, it's a trap question." Facts. Sounds something like I would say. It's for business owners to know if you're a native English speaker and to judge your IQ based on your location. Yes, I remember who, I'm not going to say his name to not butcher him publicly, but he asked me, "Where are you from?" Argentina. Oh, is there a problem with that? No, it's all good. He gave me a chance, and then I saw a video of him in the private community that he has. After I ended up getting me, he ended up hiring me. He said that he really hates working with people from third world countries because their IQ are lower. And it's like, bruh. So yeah, that guy was a dickhead. But anyways, I'm not saying that everyone has that thought, okay? That the IQ of third world countries are lower. I'm not saying that everyone has, but some people do definitely. Okay. It's like, okay, idiot. Mm, 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 mm. Andronator was disqualified. Sabotage. Anyways, all right, cool. So, any more questions? I finished the chat. Something else? No? Good? Everyone? Yes? You closed? Nah, Tyler, I'm not reading that one. So let's do a role play. Okay? Who?
Me.
No.
I'll
Mm,
do
I
it.
can be a closer, I can be a prospect. I don't care. Your call.
that's great. I'm trying to
Ah.
think which was the latest. Like,
It was Amro and Jaden were
And
prospects
Yeah.
last.
Russian comrade.
I'm trying to see who didn't. All right. All right, Tyler. All right, all right, all right. I'll give you the shot.
Thank
You
you,
can be-
Daddy.
You oh no. You lost the chance. Okay. Who did the all right, all right. Oreo closer. He's even dressed as the Oreo closer. We need to give him a shot. Like he even put his Oreo outfit. All right. So should we go the Oreo closer versus the Mm, oh no, we have interesting prospects. I'm also thinking about Jared, who is the opposite of the Oreo right now. Who wants to be the most diabolical prospect? Jared, Amro, or Russian comrade out of the three of you?
I'm not sure I can play the most diabolical one. I can play
What offer?
reasonable.
What offer?
Not sure.
Let
I think
me
Amro,
answer that.
I think Amro would be the better
Amro?
diabolical prospect than me.
Yeah, facts. What's the offer?
The offer is dating right now.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, this is
Yeah,
gonna be good.
Amro's
I will
got it.
literally play my prospect. That was the
Okay.
only one that pissed me off. I'll
Okay.
play him.
All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna pin you guys, and we're gonna start. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go from the get go, pretty much. Okay, since the intro. Let me know when you're both ready, and we're gonna start.
Sir, I'm ready.
Amro?
Amro,
Hey man,
how's it going, brother?
good, good.
Okay, which part of the world are you calling me from?
Huh?
Which part of the world are you calling me from?
Oh, Pennsylvania, PA.
Okay, that's nice. I'm in South Africa, so we're miles apart, hey? Okay.
Okay,
So,
pause. Take this seriously. If this was a call, you wouldn't be laughing.
mhm,
Number one.
This is
Okay.
exactly him.
Okay.
This
Okay.
guy really
Second.
pissed me off.
Second. I said this before. I'll make it clear again. If you're in a prospect who's someone who's engaged and is a nice person and blah blah blah, maybe they just they are nervous, and that's why they didn't ask back where you are from. So you say, hey, where you're from? They say Pennsylvania, whatever. And then he doesn't ask where you're from, but you see that they're really nice people. They're really cheerful, or they just like
Mhm.
get nervous. You can say, "Oh, I'm from Africa, by the way. We're a bit far." Oh, really? It's like it creates the flow. But if you see someone like who is retarded, pretty much what Amro is playing right now, or someone who is like very rude, don't do that. It only lowers your status. So imagine if I show
Mhm.
up like this now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Transylvania. Okay. So do you see how if you say, "Oh, I'm from Africa," it's like it just lowers your status now. Don't do that.
Yeah.
In those two cases, don't. But if it is someone who's just nervous or maybe isn't that social calibrated for the example,
Mhm.
but it's fine. Like you could do it to increase rapport. But with someone like that, just go, okay, I know that we have a limited amount of time. You're ready to jump into things? Yes. Well, okay.
Would it work? Because right now, after I've said that, I was thinking of telling him that, hey, like I can't wrap my finger around what you are right now. Are you okay, man? Is everything good? Would that be advisable before continuing?
You could, it can give you information. He doesn't seem bad. He seems like a retard based on what he's playing. So, but yeah, of course. I mean, you could ask. I wouldn't ask so far. I would keep going with the conversation, be like, okay, interesting. That will be all I do. So, anyways, keep going.
Okay. So, Amro, in this call, we have one purpose, which is to see if it would make sense for you to start working with us. Now, the way to do that is that I'll ask you a couple of questions and you will also ask me as I'm explaining the program. Is everything making sense so far?
I gotta pause you. You're saying it as the same thing, and now he's gonna
Mhm.
say, okay, he can ask me questions, and I'll ask him questions. No,
Mhm.
you gotta say it in a way that is, okay. So the way we're gonna do this is, I'm gonna ask you some questions now, just to really understand the situation, and then I would like you to ask me any questions that you have about the program whilst I'm explaining it to you. Does that make sense? Do you see how if I say it like that, they understand that first I'm asking questions and then they ask me questions?
Mhm.
Otherwise, I'm going to ask questions. They're going to ask questions. It's going to be a battle and forth. It's going to be a ping pong. I don't want that. I want to
Yeah.
take full control. So say that again.
Okay, Ambro. So on this call, we have one purpose, which is to figure out if it would make sense for you to work with us. Now, how I will do that is that I'll ask you questions, and the more transparent you are, the more I can figure out that I can help you. And then when I'm explaining the program, you can ask me questions. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Now, fair warning, I'm quite a direct guy, so I'll just ask you anything for your sake to make sure it all makes sense, okay?
Yeah, cool.
All right. Ambro, so tell me, what led you to book this call with me today?
Yeah, I want to I want to attract more women, and uh like I'm losing my hair.
Okay. So you booked this call because you want to attract more women and losing your hair. Okay. What do you mean by attract more women?
Like I want to get more women, like attract them, like get more of them.
And are you okay? And are you currently getting women?
No, I'm not.
Not bad. Not bad. You're doing great. I'll keep polishing you. What I would say right now, it's okay. When you say attract, you mean like a magnet that people just like, women get like that, or women starting to actually interact with you more through messages in person? What is that you're looking for? Like, especially with a prospect like this, you need to be specific about it as much, and then you go about the number like you were about to go. But first, I
Mhm.
would say that try that.
Okay. So what do you mean by attracting women? Like a magnet or like having more interactions with women?
No. Like I'm good with approaches. I'm very good with approaches. Like I can approach. Like like I have like the balls to approach women. I don't have like
Mm-hmm.
a problem with that, but like it's just with the like making them come to me. Like I've had I've been with a lot of women in terms of like approaching them, but like when they
Mm-hmm.
come to me, I didn't have like maybe probably like five, like my whole life. Like yeah, so I need help with like getting that like attraction, like more women.
Mm-hmm. And why do you want to attract them instead of approaching them?
Now, don't ask why. I still don't understand what the hell that means. Do you? I
Yeah,
don't.
I understand a bit, but let me just paint a clearer picture. Okay, so what is the difference between you approaching them and them coming to you?
Like I always like go to women if like I see one who like I want to be with, like I go and talk to them, right? Like I do that, but when it comes down to them coming to me, like they approach me, like I didn't get that. I don't have much of that.
Okay, and why do you want to have more of them coming to you rather than you going to them?
Yeah, because like I'm losing my hair.
How does losing your hair connect to women coming to you?
Yeah, because like I'm losing my hair, so like I'm getting a hair transplant like very very soon, and because yeah I'm losing my hair, so game is like off now, so and like I'm not getting much success, and I'm pretty sure that's because like I'm losing my hair, so I'm going to get a hair transplant to help with that, and that's why I want to also learn how to like attract like women more.
Mm-hmm. And what do you mean by the game is off right now?
Yeah, like
No,
because my
no, no,
hair.
no, 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 no. Right now, I would just say, well, if the only problem is losing hair, why are you here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like, I don't understand. He says he wants to attract women, but the whole, oh no, but the whole problem is that. So,
He was wearing a hat, so I forgot.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're always right,
all right,
Sensei.
go for it.
So, if the problem is you losing your hair, then why don't you just go on with the hair transplant? Maybe that would fix the problem.
Yeah.
So that is it.
So you're not asking, why are you in this call with me? You're missing that question.
Mhm.
Make it clear for them.
So why are you on this call if you just wanted to get a hair transplant?
No, no, I'm on this call because like I need to attract more women. I don't have much of that.
And
Like
why
all
do you
my
think you're not
like
attracting women?
because I'm losing my hair.
Then I'm really not getting the full picture here. So if you losing your hair is causing you not to attract women, why don't you just replace your hair?
No, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm getting a hair transplant, so that will like help with that. But I also need like help with like attracting more women because like yeah.
Okay, so the problem here is it you having no hair or you not knowing how to attract women?
No, no, it's like I know how to approach women. Like I've done a lot of approaches. Like like uh like I go up to women and I talk to them, and like some are down, some are not. But when it comes to like them coming to me, I don't like women don't really come to me, and I want help with that.
Okay, so it's what do you think is the cause of the woman not coming to you? Is it the hair or is it something else?
I mean, I know like losing my hair obviously like that makes me like not have them approach me, but like I'm not sure what else is there. That's why I want to see what I can do in this call. So like what like advice can you give me?
Have you thought about what else is there besides the hair?
No, right now, you just need to give him a reality check because this is what I would just do. Okay,
Mhm.
I can see that the problem is the fact that you just wrote with me. I can see the problem right now you're having is losing hair. That's important to you, clearly. And you, if I got this correctly, you don't want to keep approaching women. You want them to approach you. Like you're looking for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you also said that you're just here looking for information. Do you understand that this is a high level program where we help people, men like you, to get connections with beautiful women? Okay. So you saying that you want more information, I mean, that's the information. What do you mean? What are you looking for? What are you looking to attain here? Why did you book this call?
Like I saw like Luke he messaged me and to see if he can help me join his program to learn how to like help with women. So like I jump on this call, so see what you guys can like help me with.
So you have no idea what we're going to help you with? You're just here looking around?
No, sir, no, sir. I jumped on this call because I wanted to see how I can get help with like looking for women to like approach me.
Okay. Pause now. If this is genuine, this is not a prospect that I would just keep attacking and attacking and attacking until he sees the
Yeah.
truth, because it's more like just he's genuinely an idiot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I would just say, okay, so why don't you keep on telling me what is that you want? How do you want it? What are your expectations of what we can give to you? Because you understand that you want to fix the hair, but we're not going to do that for you. You understand that, right? Yes, cool, I do. Okay, so what we can help you is with this. Do you want help with that? Yes. Why? And you just keep going with the discovery a bit, and then you pitch. Okay, I would pre-handle money as well. But the thing is, clearly this is an extreme example. It's not like you're going to
Mm-hmm.
get something like this. But if you do, don't start smashing your head against the wall saying, what the fuck, this guy, and start getting nervous and pissed off. Okay. If I'm going to call it like this, I'm just going to be like this. Okay. Like I'm just going to have fun internally. I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
disrespect him like in a notorious way, but it will be like an amusing call. Okay. And that's how
Mm-hmm.
you guys should take it, because even though this is an exception, you'll definitely encounter someone like this. So,
Yes, I did once.
so it's like it's just like a fun thing. It's the call that I have with the energy girl. That she just, oh no, I just want to do this because the energy told me to do so. It's like she didn't even know what the energy was. So it's like you have special people like that. Okay, you do. The thing is, do your best, see how you can help, and that's all. When you guys are feeling a bit lost, that you really, how do I even advance in this conversation? Okay, you guys, all of you know the strategies that I explained, right? The what's, the why,
Mm-hmm.
how, when, the zooming out, okay? But if you want to make it even broader than that, like even more, it is literally
Mm-hmm.
just saying, how can I help this guy?
Yeah.
Because that will just connect beautifully everything into you becoming more curious and saying, okay, this guy's a retard. How can I really help him? Maybe if I understand a little bit more of what's going on with the amount of dates he has and all that, I will know and I can give him some advice. So right now, I'll tell you the overall direction I would take here, so that you know, and I want to see how you do it. Basically, I would say, okay, so very interesting. Why don't you tell me? You told me that you did approaches. Why don't you tell me with how many women you were in the last 7 days? Got it. What about in the last month? What about in the last 3 months? Okay, like data gathering, literally. Because if this guy is with someone like that, yes, you do want to speed up the data gathering phase. Because what the fuck are you gonna do? You cannot have a real conversation here. So you might as well just jump into that. You get numbers, and then you just compare. So you told me you are good, but you're only getting 2 dates in 6 months. So do you think that's good? Why do you think that's good? Why do you think that's bad? Okay. Do you want to change that? Yes. By how much? By this. Why? Because of this. What's your idea on changing it? Transplanting my hair. Got it. How? Okay. Is that the only thing, or you also want to do something in here? No, I want to do something here. Do you see how I'm taking the conversation? Now, I don't want to keep
Yeah.
going because I don't want to spoil the full fucking thing for you. But now, based on that premise, what I would do right now, if this was me, I would just go into the famous interrogation mode that I'm telling you guys, which is data, 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 data right now. So try to do that. Let's see where it goes.
Okay. So, Jake, how many women have you interacted with in the past week?
The last week?
Say approach, and then say that you actually have sex. But say approach
Is
first.
it the thing that's confusing me right now is that he wants to attract, right? So why are we taking the approach?
Because with the attract, what do you have to data gather on?
Nothing. So yeah, makes sense.
So you're gonna talk about how many he approached, then how many he had sex, and then you say how many by the way, out of all of those, was there anyone that you approached that you manifested, I don't know, that just attracted? She's gonna tell you
Mhm.
no. I think so. We'll see. And then you say, so okay. And I don't want to keep spoiling it, but that's basically the direction you should take.
Yeah.
Now, let's see.
Okay, Ambro, so how many women have you approached within the past week?
The last week, like, ah, like not much really.
So none.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, and how many women have you approached in the past month?
The last, like this month,
Yeah.
there's a few women.
Okay, what is a few? Can you be specific?
Yeah, yeah, like specifics.
No, specific on
What?
the number.
Oh, oh. So I don't know, man. Maybe like 30, 50? I don't know.
30, 50. Okay, 30 to 50. And in the past 2 months, how many women
No
have you
need.
approached?
No need.
Okay. Now it's enough. I understand. Now that in between those ranges of 30 to 50, how many have you gone on actual dates with?
Like this month?
No, within those women, whether it's this month or fuck. Okay, whether it's this month, yes. How many have you gone on? Okay, how many have you had sex with?
Oh, oh, none of them.
So in the 30 to 50 women that you approach, you've had sex with none. And in all of those, how many did you attract?
Oh, from the ones none of them.
And what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, stop. I'm gonna follow. I'm not even gonna change anything, but I'm gonna show you the importance of delivery. Okay,
Mhm.
look at this. Let's take a few step backs. Just say the same thing, Samra. Okay, so help me understand your situation then, just to see how we can help you. Now, how many women have you approached in the last week?
Like, I don't know, man. No, not many.
Give me a number.
Oh, probably like 3, 5.
Okay, 3 to 5. That's last week. What about in the last month?
Like this month, like
Yes,
the one we're in.
yes. Like 30 days before
Like,
this. You know that spectrum.
oh, okay, okay. Of, I don't know, like a lot more. Like
Give me a
more
number.
than, I don't know, man. 30, 50.
Okay. So 30, 50, we're talking about around 13 women per week. Okay. So out of those 13 women per week that you're an average talking to, with how many of them had sex?
Oh, none.
Sorry?
None of them, sir. None of them.
Oh, you had out of all those at least 39 women, none of them you had sex with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. None of them.
I see. I see. Do you see the difference?
Yeah. That's a good way because you're not letting this guy take over and lead you into his own abyss of being slow. You're just taking control and just boom, 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 boom. Let's fucking go. And that is what I think I've been missing because I know the right direction and everything else. It's just that the speed being an authority more. And one thing I just want to confirm is when I ask why did you book the call, I just go straight for the gun. I should first clarify the situation and then go straight for the gun. If nothing is there, I resolve to Joshy mode. So we're going back to data gathering, getting the numbers, and then doing that.
No. Okay, so the first thing is that one of the mistakes that you guys are doing is that you're spending too much time on things that you shouldn't, and you're spending too little time on things that you shouldn't. You should spend more time on those things. I did this example on purpose so you guys can see that the things that didn't really matter, I really pushed them. Do you see how I push them? I even cut him off. It's like,
Yeah.
give me a number. Because then we need to go fast. But with things that really matter, I paused. I even played like dumb. I made him say 3 times to me that he had sex with none of them. Okay. Now, with a normal prospect that has more brain cells, I wouldn't stop with 1 month. I would have went to 3 months before, maybe even 6. Okay. Why I didn't do it with this one? Because he was barely even remembering if he talked to someone last week. Last month was like a lot, was a stretch. So me asking, what about 3 months ago? He's gonna say, I don't know, man. Like I just killed him. So it's just about, again, assuming formlessness, as I'm always saying. Now, once I got all that, then I can move on. But do you see how I was very fast when it needed, and I was very slow when it needed. The thing is that you guys are still not seeing in which parts you got to speed up and you got to slow down. And in the majority of the calls, that's why it's taking you so long. And why your calls are super long. If your calls are over like 45, 50 minutes, it's probably this is the mistake. It shouldn't be that long. Like realistically, it shouldn't. Now, of course, there's going to be some exceptions. I had calls that lasted 50 minutes, a little bit more. Like there's always exceptions, right? But hopefully you get the point. Now, what you asked me, give me that question again in 1 or 2 sentences.
That question is a transition from how we got from why did you book this call to going on data gather mode. So first, clarity, right? Okay, what does this mean? XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. And then if you find out that there's nothing, this guy's completely clueless, then you start data gathering.
Yeah. So the reason I don't, I'm going to explain everything so everything is super clear. I don't like the data gathering from the get-go because it's just too robotic. Hey, Jake, great to meet you. So how many days have you been? How many? It's like, all right, chill. What the fuck? What is this? The FBI? That's why I don't like it. Okay. Now, the second thing is what I do like to do is having a quick 2-3 questions about overall getting an idea so that, and I will see where that takes me. If that takes me to the emotional path or the logical path. But I need to see what really matters more for this person. That's why I start with something so broad, like what got you to this call? They say, I dig a little bit deeper, I find something, and from that something, based on what the prospect is saying me, I know that I should go more into data gathering, which is the logical thing, or I should go more into the emotional one. Okay? It will really depend. In this case, this is an extraordinary case that the prospect is very, special. So he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know how to express himself. But you know what language is universal and knows how to really express itself, no matter who's saying it, no matter how much their IQ is? The numerical one. So it doesn't matter how smart he is. He can give me numbers, I will have data. And with that data, I can really understand the situation because this guy is clearly not able to explain it to me. And when we get to the emotional part of the conversation, where we're talking about how he feels and everything, I'm not seeing that he's really going to explain a lot. Like, I'm not seeing a lot happening from this guy. Therefore, my best chance is to just play on the logical, show him the numbers and say, so you dating 0, pussy 0, happy? No. Money, pussy, yes. Pretty much. Okay. So that's going to be that's gonna be my overall approach in here. Does that make sense, boys?
Yep.
That's fucking smart though. It's like you're breaking it down to caveman language. Because that's the problem is that I've received so many. That's why I didn't fucking close. It's like I didn't explain it to them like that. I literally had a call with a guy who just came on a call and then half the call he was bitching me. I was like, do you want to see my idea? I think it would be a great fit for you guys. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? So
Yeah. Break
that's
things
weird.
down, make it simpler. Einstein said, someone smart can explain something complex in a sentence. You got to do that. Okay.
hmm
I took it to the extreme with the caveman example, but you guys get the point. So
hmm
keep going. Let's see what you do. After basically the data gathering, what would you do? I mean,
I would ask
after that
what are
thing.
his thoughts on that?
Okay. Okay. Let's see what he says.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that, Emra?
I don't like it.
You don't like it in what way?
Like I didn't get any woman in the last like month.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Nah.
Too early.
Nah, that's too early for that.
Yeah.
You don't know
Okay,
where to
let me
go?
think.
You don't know where to
Okay,
go?
no, I will know. I will know. Let me let go of this pre-notion that's in my head. Okay, like let's start from like it how. You don't like it how?
Like I didn't get any woman for the last 30 days, so like I don't like that.
And do you think that's part of the bolding, or is that how you approach them?
No. Simpler. Be curious. If I'm extremely curious, what am I going to ask?
Why don't you like it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. So why don't you like it?
I mean, no, I don't like that. Like I want to like be with women, like you know.
And the fact that you can't now, how is that affecting you?
Like what you mean?
The fact that you can't be with women, how is that affecting you? Like other areas of your life?
Like that's why like I'm on this call and I want to like get help with getting more women, like especially like the one to attract them.
But that is not answering the question.
You're fumbling it. Someone like
Yeah.
this needs a lot of direction. Someone like this needs a lot of direction. What would I ask? Okay. So, this situation that you haven't been with women, Jake, for how long has it been?
Like I had no women, like had sex with, well,
When was the last time
like
you
just
fucked a girl?
oh, like 3 months ago.
Was that a one-time thing or
No. Like I've been with other women, like but like that's the last time I had like sex with a woman. It's like 3 months ago.
when you have sex with women is something very occasionally, like now that 3 months of separation, or this is a new problem that has been happening?
No, this is like for only the last like 2 3 months because because I'm because I'm my hair, like I'm losing my hair, so that's like affecting my approach with women.
Do you think it's really about the hair is how or how you feel about the hair?
No, it's also like I know I can do better approaches, but also like women, they don't like someone who's like losing their hair.
So both people don't have sex?
No, they do.
How? If women don't like them?
No, it's not. I'm saying like for me, especially like me, like I'm not the most like like attractive person, like being real here, right? So I know that if I like lose my hair, I'm not gonna get more women to like have sex with me.
How unattractive do you feel right now? Considering the hair loss and everything, but give me a scale, 1 to 10. 10 being Brad Pitt, 1 is not even your mom loves you.
Like being real here, I'm like probably maybe like a 4.
Okay. How important it is for you to get women from 1 to 10? 10 is I cannot spend another 3 months like this, Luca, and 1 is like I just don't care if I spend 3 months like this.
Oh no, 10.
10.
Definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's pause now.
10.
Do you guys see where we're taking the direction here?
Yeah. Fuck. And you destroyed that rationalization so well about him having the hair, not having the hair. That is really fucking good.
Yeah, and I didn't even started confronting it directly, but what I did is to realize him had that the real problem now is not the hair, is how unattractive he feels. Okay, I uncovered the real thing behind it, and they also made him realize that this is what he really wants. So I got the 2 scales now. Did you guys all watch the videos about 2 feet, 6 feet, and 20 feet, and minus 2 feet, minus 6, and minus 20 feet? All of you did?
Yeah, this is 20.
Yeah.
If you feel
So
unattractive, it's fucking 20.
yeah, and now what I would do is I would keep going on the unattractive aspect. It's like, why is that unattractive? What does he mean with being unattractive? He said he's a 4. Okay, I got the 10 now. I just do it for contrast. Okay, because the conversation gave me the opportunity. But if it didn't, and maybe if it didn't, I would just keep on going with the okay. Why do you feel unattractive? Okay, I just did it now because it's like okay, I just got the chance. But anyways, I would always keep going with why he feels unattractive and what does that look like? Why is that important to him? Why he wants to, and that's when we jump into the what, the what, why, how, when. Okay, what is the problem? He feels unattractive. Why is that a problem? I don't know. Why he doesn't want to stay like this? Then how is he going to change that? By when he wants to change that? And do you guys see that if you follow that approach, it's like, well, this guy is cooked now. Even a prospect who's barely giving me something. He's like, I'm pretty much draining blood out of a stone. But do you see how much I'm getting with the prospect like this?
Yeah.
Who said sales isn't easy? All right, go for it, Tyler. You want to ask
So,
something?
can you remind me?
No?
Yeah, I just wanted to add the fact that everything is just simple when you explain it to, okay, now the prospect will try to put up walls for you to get to what is the problem, which is at base 20. And then once you figure out base 20, that's when you can start the real deep questions on how you would take the call. And yeah.
Yeah, and you were trying to get to that extremely quickly. You were even getting pissed off. It's like, well, you can't. It takes a process, okay? It's a process
Yeah.
that allows me to get to that. I barely started, okay? It will take time. You don't have to fall into despair. It's like, oh, this prospect's not even answering to me. It's like, well, no, it doesn't have to be like that. You just have to maintain it. Keep going, keep going. Some prospects are going to be crying after 2 minutes. Other prospects are going to be like this. But the whole point is that you can keep pushing and pushing and pushing until the prospect completely opens up and he tells you what you want to know. So, yes. Mr. Mercado.
Yeah. So you could have just like skipped through everything because he mentioned the hair thing like 5 times, even in the first like 2 questions. So could you have just jumped through and been like super fast and asked, why is the hair so important to you? And then he would say, well, because girls don't want to get with guys who don't have hair. And then just taking that route that you just took.
That's why when Tyler was asking the questions, I was like this. Like, when I do this, it's like, your question is kind of okay. Like it's acceptable. That's why I'm not stopping you. But it could go so much faster. This guy says, "Oh, because of the hair." And I would say, "Okay, why is the hair so important?" Because I want to get women. Okay, so how does the hair get you women? Because girls like guys with hair. So what about bald guys? I mean, I don't know. And do you see? I immediately I would just jump into that. So what it would have taken me 2, 3 questions. That's why I'm saying that's why your calls are like this and mine are like this. It's like, okay, you guys are spending too much time or things that aren't that relevant, and I don't know. This is you guys were past copywriters. One of the things that it is explained a lot in copywriting is you gotta be able to cut through the fat. Okay, all the excess words you gotta just cut that thing down and be more concise and direct. I do that with my words and with the whole call. So that's why a call that is an hour and 25 can only be 45 minutes because I'm able to do that. So again, don't take this the wrong way. And now that when you jump on calls, be like, okay, I gotta be fast because Luca makes it like, no. It's fine if it takes you more time. Okay. Jesus, why in the fuck Carlos is joining and leaving every 2 seconds? Guys, don't try to rush the things. This is something that comes naturally. This is something that you will learn with time. That shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus is to just understand why I'm doing this stuff and how I'm able to, in this case, extract blood out of a stone. Because you will have prospects like this. Maybe not necessarily dumb like the prospect, but we can all agree that we had prospects who are like super dry. It's like, yes, yeah, okay. I just want to know this, man. So you got to be able to do stuff like this so that you can get more information out of them. And one of the easiest thing is to put them in a place where they got so hooked, they just got like, fuck, he got me. Which is basically what I did with him. Oh, women like guys with hair. What about bald guys? What is he gonna say to that? So it's about creating that. It's like it's just a slap in the face, and the dude is like, yeah, that makes sense. And now the only real option is either he keeps lying and being delusional, or he literally just says, yeah, maybe it's my fault. And if he realizes that it's his fault, then we can get to why that is his fault. And then we hit what I call the revelation, which all of you should have seen that video as well, which is basically that ta-da moment that prospect has and says, yeah, that's my problem. But it's going to be complicated to fix it. And then you say, exactly. That's why you're here. Yeah, that's why I'm here. And that just eases up the whole fucking conversation. So we got a few more minutes. Jared, does that answer your question? Do you have something else? Good.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Would you then contrast, like, because he said he's getting his hair transplant? Like, all right, if you had hair, where would you put yourself on that scale? 'Cause that could be an objection in the future.
That could be a good one, actually. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Haven't thought of that, but I do like it. It's good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, boys, you ready to keep going?
Yeah,
Yep.
where I don't know even. Where were we? Where were we? Where were we?
We were talking about how
I just
unattractive
said,
I feel.
no. I just said, how unattractive do you feel? 4. How much do you want to be with women? 10. What would you ask based on that?
Why does he feel unattractive?
I want you to. It could be why he feels unattractive. It could be many things, but it has to be in the unattractive topic because that's the thing that
How long has it
we need.
been maybe feeling unattractive?
Could be. I'll leave you to take the direction. This one could be in many ways. But what is the thing now? We need to know the fact of being him unattractive because the unattractive thing gives us the key to the what, why, when, how. Okay? It does that. But also give us the key to something very important that we haven't gotten so far, which is anyone?
Cop.
Yes. The cop analogy. Okay? So commitment, ownership, pain. Pain, we got a little bit. Commitment, 0. Ownership, 0. So where are we with that? So this is the key to you so that you can get all that. Do it your own way. Like I said, I don't want you to memorize anything. What would you say?
Mhm.
What would you ask him? Let's take it from there.
What made him think he's unattractive? That's my main question right now.
I mean, that could be good for a normal prospect. But if you ask him,
Yeah.
why do you feel unattractive? He's going to say, oh, because my hair.
Okay, if I phrase it in a way where I'm like, can you name me one instant that made you feel
That's better.
unattractive? Like,
That is better.
Okay.
Yes. Now we're getting.
okay. So, Ambro, can you name me like one instance that made you feel unattractive?
Yeah, man. Like when like I approach women and like like they keep rejecting me.
Okay. Do you recall approaching that one woman and they rejected you?
Better question.
Yeah,
When was the last time that happened?
Okay. When was the last time that happened where you approached a woman and they rejected you?
I would say like last weekend.
Okay. And how long has it been that you've been approaching this woman and they've been rejecting you previously?
Like approaching one. Yeah. Wait, you want to rephrase it before
Okay.
I answer?
How did that impact you?
What? You're not taking the direction you should. You're just going on a tangent now. Where should you be going? Him feeling unattractive. Now you're going again into women
Like how
rejecting him.
how did he feel when you got rejected the last time? That's my main question right now. Which that's where I was trying to take it.
I'll show you. Ambro, why are you in a position where you're like 4 out of 10?
Like, because I'm like losing my hair.
Okay, so let's say I do this and you got all your hair back. Are you a 10?
No, I wouldn't say 10. No,
What number would you give yourself?
maybe 5.5, 6.
What about all the rest?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
Well, you're only telling me that the whole problem seems to be the hair. But I just said that I magically will give you all your hair and all you give yourself is 1 more point. So what about the other 5 points, man? What do you think is the
oh yeah,
problem right now of you being unattractive?
yeah. I think it's because like women think I'm ugly. Like I try to like approach women and I come off like I come off like goofy to them because like women now like they want someone who's a bit more like mature. Like they don't like someone who's always like goofing around and is like not serious. So that's that's also why like I need help with.
Bossing. Do you see? I had to challenge him. And this is the great thing. You guys sometimes are asking me, Luca, how do you thought of this? Or what do you I just literally stole what fucking Jared just said on purpose. It's fine. It's just having a real conversation, okay? It's not about what can you memorize and whatnot. So never focus on that. Now, I had to challenge him. I had to confront him because I need him to open up. Do you guys see how stupid I made him feel with the okay, you just that's 1 point. The hair is just 1 point. What about the rest? So now he has to expand. He doesn't have a choice now. Okay? Now that he expanded, now I'm going to use the what, why, how, when frame. So what is the problem? He's insecure. Why that is a problem? He just told us. Okay. Now, Why he wants to change that is my next question. I'll leave you to formulate that question in however you can, Tyler, and let's see where that leads.
Fuck, I always forgot because we just zoomed back in. So,
Sharp.
what was the last conversation between
I'll
you
do
guys?
it. I'll do it. Just stay sharp.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're telling me all this stuff about women. Is it important for you to change that in your aspect, like about yourself? Is it important for you to become attractive again?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
And this is solely because you want women. You told me it's a 10 out of 10 that you want women.
Correct, sir. Yes, correct.
Okay. Why? How do I do this without complicating it? You guys have two paths now. You can literally keep asking on the why is the women so important for him? Because basically the answer is, yeah, I just want women. Okay, why? Why is the women so important? And then you can get to the answer, or you can just be more and more direct and just keep trying to squeeze something out of it by saying, why? I'm still not really understanding. Why it's so important for you to actually get this? Why is so important? I don't get it. Okay, both paths in theory should take you to the same conclusion. So I'm just going to take the one with the women so that you guys can see. Okay, so what I'm still not understanding is that you're putting a 10 out of 10 on being with chicks, but at the same time, you're just telling me that you just want to. What's the reason behind that? Is it just the biological urge to say, I want to be with a woman, or you're actually looking for something deeper? What is it behind it? Be honest with me as you can.
Yeah, I just want to like have as like find maybe like the one.
Why?
Like it's I think it's important like to have that one girl who's like always there for you.
I also agree with that, but we all have our different reasons on why. Why, in your case, it's important to have that girl?
Like it's because I never had like one woman. It's always like a bunch of different women. So like if I can have like one, but like also like have others also, like that would be like ideal.
Sorry, you said you want to have the one, but you also want to have others? Or I just.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one is the priority right now? Like getting the one or getting others? Let's not try to do everything at the same time.
Oh, like I would say no, like having like having more women. I think that's best.
Okay. But before you just told me that you wanted someone who is the one because it's the most important, and now we just shifted into I want to have a lot. So what are you really looking for here, Jack?
Yeah, I just want to like I'm trying to like best express like make sense of what I'm trying to say,
Mhm.
and I'm just trying to like have women attracted to me, like have them come to me because like I haven't had much of that.
So yeah, the prospect is an idiot, basically. So, but my point is, what I am doing, because I want you guys to see, is how I am every step I'm going thoroughly. I'm making him realize, be committed to what is the thing that he really wants. He's changing views right now. Okay. What I would realistically do, I'm just gonna keep on playing it so that you guys can see. Okay. I understand that you want to be with women, but you're changing things all over the place. It's like you want to be with the one, you want to be with multiple women. So let me ask you again, and I would like you to be very direct. Are you just looking to, you know, being very vulgar, get pussy, or Are you just looking to marry the girl of your dreams? What is the priority? You told me that you wanted both. Okay. But what is the priority right now?
No, I wouldn't say like I want to marry someone right now, so I would like have I would like the option to have like multiple women.
Considering you told me that the idea of having a girl that is really important to you is not as important as having multiple women, why would having multiple women is more important for you than this?
Like why having and like not marrying someone now?
No, why is having multiple women more important than just having the one?
Yeah, because like it's always nice to like always like have multiple women as opposed to just one.
What would, all right, in this case, guys, you're in a situation like this. The prospect is just like, and it doesn't even look like he's just being a dickhead. It's like that's the worst part. If it was a dickhead, I would probably be like, okay, man, it sounds like you're not serious. Like it sounds like you just, you really don't, you're not eager to do this. But in this case, it really doesn't, like he's not a dickhead. He's just, doing his best for all I know. So what I am genuinely going to do is say, okay, so if this is the case, mm, do you do understand that I will basically just go into cop and pitch, which is basically, you do understand that in order for you to actually get women like this, you need, oh my God, that image. Okay. In order to get this stuff, you need to be committed into actually putting in the work, doing the trainings that we tell you. Are you prepared to do that? Because it's not going to be something that you just do like this and you just get chicks attracted. Like, yeah, no, I understand. Are you sure it's going to be okay? Good. I get the commitment. Okay. Now the next thing is I'm going to go with the pain. I'm literally going with the pain. Okay. A little bit more because I'm not fully convinced. I'm not really fully convinced on this. The ownership, I'm gonna try, but this guy is, and this discovery is already running too fucking long for no reason. So for all I know, and with the IQ of this prospect, I'm just gonna say, okay, man, are you sure that what you're looking for is coaching in this? Yes. Why? Because I want to attract more women. Got it. You do understand that this requires an investment? I do. Got it. If the investment makes sense based on how badly you want this, which you told me is a 10 out of 10, would you do it? Yes. Why? Because of this. Okay. Then I'll probably pre-handle time, money. Okay. And I will just go in because this prospect, man, you know, a part of being a closer is to there are two type of closers, and I really, all of you, I want you to be guys who are just happy with the things that you do. I don't want you to be constantly stressed and angry and be like this fucking prospect, this guy, this. Like, you guys should be like, that was a phone call, Jesus fuck, and then you just go away and you walk a little bit around your apartment. All right, that should be your mentality. I don't want you to be obsessed. I don't want you to be pissed off. So with this guy, if he really wants to do it, I got the things, I got the leverage that I needed. I'm probably gonna ask a few more things, but I'm gonna move on because this is gonna take forever. And it's like, meh. That makes sense? Or you still are confused
Yes,
about what to really do here?
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense, but what's making me curious? This guy kept on saying, I never had that. I never had that.
Yeah,
Like, don't you think that's a good direction to take by what does he mean? Can you clarify on he never had that?
it
Or will
doesn't
that
work.
just take us to the fucking past?
I'll show you. I'll show you why would that wouldn't work. So Amro, when
Mhm.
you say attracting women, what does that mean?
Like I do lots of approaches, like I approach a lot of women and like I don't have problems with that. Like I have like the balls to actually go up to women and like ask them out. But like They don't really like come
No,
to me.
just to clarify, I'm talking about the part where he said when you asked him about one woman who's important to him to do all of this, to be there for him. And then he said, I never had that in my life before.
Well, obviously, if he just kept saying to me that no, I want that, then I would go into that
Mhm.
direction 100%. But then motherfucker just changed and he told me that no, actually, I just want a harem. Okay,
Bruh.
I'm just gonna go into that direction.
Okay.
Then. That's why I asked twice to get that thing
Mhm.
very clear. You see, but because he took it the
Yeah.
other direction, it's like okay. That's why I said 2 times. But you told me this. What does that mean? Why did you said that? But if you just keep saying that, it's like okay,
Mhm.
makes sense now.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. That clarified a lot. But
Otherwise, yes.
it's nice.
Otherwise,
It's
of
nice
course.
being here in
Mhm.
the fire line because you get to learn a lot more and faster. And it teaches me the things that I've been missing on my own discoveries that I possibly didn't know. So having a group of brothers who could see everything, like Jared calling out, "Hey, you could have went that." He saw it even more quicker than I was even comprehending it. I was like, "Oh shit. Now I'll use that." And the direction and everything else. So you bleed in practice. The one who trains more bleeds less in all. So yeah.
Cooking. All right. So, gents, with this, actually, let's unpin everyone. Mhm. Interesting performance from Mr. Amro. It was a
The
good one.
reason why this guy really, really got on my nerves is because you experience a little bit of it. He keeps contradicting himself. And I even got to a point where, look, so we've been talking for 20 minutes. You see how much you contradict yourself and how many times you've done that. And it's like you said, he's not doing it on purpose. He literally apologized. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't. I'm not. I didn't mean to contradict myself and do
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry if I did that. I'm just trying to explain my point across. And then the more we do that, he keeps on contradicting himself, and then he'll add more stuff he didn't say before. And there was no point in going anything logical with this guy.
That's why I was saying it's not like he's just being a dickhead. It's just he doesn't even know how to do it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just moving on a bit. Don't expect the best out of people like that. Just expect to make the best out of the situation. Okay. Control what you can control. I did what I could. Okay. Was there probably a better question? Yeah, I mean, there's always a better question. So yeah. But the thing is that it wouldn't have changed this prospect's answers because they're contradictory, they're stupid. He doesn't have a lot of commitment. So I would see how much cop I can get. And if I can get those things set on stone, then I will pitch. Otherwise, I would just say, man, I'm not sure if I can help you because you want multiple things. And I'm not sure this makes sense to you. And let's see what he says to that. So that's pretty much the direction I would take. Anyways, thoughts, comments, questions.
Yeah. My quick comment is when I'm chilling here studying sales, it's like I can see those things like happening. But when I'm in the heat of the moment, like when Amber said, and my hair, I could have, my mind was saying, what the fuck does the hair have to do with this whole situation? So I could have asked, okay, what do you mean by your hair? And then that would have taken me to that direction to realize that, okay, this is a rationalization. And from breaking down that wall, we could have moved straight into him feeling unattractive and all of those. So it really helped me.
Awesome. There's always something more. And this is a great example. Even if the prospect is an imbecile, if they say, I'm losing my hair, it's something more. There's more. You got to find out what is the thing that is there. You cannot just stick with the first thing they told you. So, yeah. What about the rest of you lads? Something to add?
Can I add more info about what he told me?
Please go ahead.
This made the first thing that popped into my head when he said these things was Jared. If Jared was in this call, this guy, you'll see. So this guy said that because he feels ugly and he's very immature and goofy when it comes to approaching women and showing like this is his way of attracting them is by being goofy and immature. But I asked how old he is. He said he was 21, and women his age are more mature. So that's why he had lots of success back then because he's been with hundreds of women. But again, this was back then, like 3+ months ago, because they were not as mature as he is right now at that age, which is 21. So that's why he had success because he got them when they were young. Those were his exact words.
I mean, if
And I
I
was like, for fuck's sake, what is
if I get that, I would just say in a gentle way, okay, don't you think that way of thinking is flawed? And let's see what he says. If he says no, what do you mean? Okay, do you really want my opinion? Yeah. Well, it's a bunch of crap, man. It's a bunch of bullshit. What does that even mean? It doesn't work like that. It's just an excuse that you're putting for yourself. Do you want me to explain it? I would spend 2 minutes explaining it to him, and then I would say, now the option is: do you want to keep maintaining yourself to that excuse, or do you want to realize that you actually have the power to change that, and you do it? Which path do you want to take? Changing it or accepting excuses and blaming the fucking hair loss? No, man, I want to do this. Why? Because of this. Okay, are you ready to make that change or not? So, do you see? Like, that will be the overall direction I will be taking. But first, as always, you start with a kind word. Nice, because sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. But sometimes you do have to become more of a hard ass. Jaden.
Yeah, what I liked is the fact that you criticized Sakil on the fact that he went on to the intangible instead of getting clarity on what's going on. So my question is, like, you usually say go intangible, tangible, intangible, intangible, but let's say with B2B or even fitness, like, isn't that better to get clear on, let's say, how much is his weight, his height, and then go into the intangible, or like see where to go?
There is a training I did on school. I mean, imagine you just didn't saw it. It doesn't matter if it's B2C, B2B, B2Pig, it's B2H, it's B2Human, okay? It's always the same thing. So forget about, oh, it's B2C, so I have to do this, or it's B2B, I have to do this. It's like, no, no, forget about that. What you have to realize is you need to pay attention to where the conversation is going, okay? Basically is if the prospect were in fitness and he says, yeah, I want to change my body. So I'll give you two scenarios. Hey, Jaden, where you book this call? I want to change my body. Got it. Why do you want to change it? I'm just kind of fat. Got it. How much do you weigh? How much is your height? I'm just gonna go into data. Okay. Data gathering. Tangible. Next scenario. Hey, Jaden, where you book this call? Well, I mean, I am kind of feeling really fat. Really? What do you mean with that? Well, it's just that I look at myself in the mirror and what I am seeing is just, I don't know, man. I don't even want to say it. What do you mean with that? I'm kind of ashamed. Ashamed how? Well, I put some clothes and what was the last time do you see the difference? But now if you
Yes.
say, oh, yeah, I don't want to say that. Okay, yeah. How much do you weigh? Do you guys see why I am teaching this of understanding and assuming formlessness? It's not that, oh no, you start a call and you do data gathering. Well, no, it depends. Or no, you start a call and you go strictly for the emotional. No, it depends. You listen to what they say, and based on that, you say, got it. This is where I should go. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
So, no, so basically,
go
let's
ahead,
say he
sorry.
says, I just want to lose weight. Okay, instead of saying, why do you want to lose weight? Do you go to data gathering real quick to get clarity?
Mm, wait, I was typing something in the chat. to Ambro. So, Jaden, wait. If they say they want to lose weight, would you go to data gathering? No,
Yeah, or
necessarily.
say, yeah,
No, if I ask you and you say, well, I just want to lose weight, I would then ask you, okay, why? Well, because of this. And then let's see what you say. If you say, no, I just because I feel fat. Okay. Then I will ask you for data. But if you say, yeah, I want to lose weight, and I say, okay, why? Well, because I mean, I was playing with my kids, and I played with them for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I couldn't even breathe, man. I know I'm out of shape. It's like, do you see? And then I'm gonna ask him, "Mm, so what happened with the kids? Does this happen often that you can't even play for 5 minutes? It's like I'm gonna go into that, and then I'm gonna go into data gathering. I'm gonna take the direction that the conversation allows me to go. But it's not like I'm not gonna do data gathering or I'm not gonna go into the emotional. I'm just gonna choose the path that serves me the best at the moment. If the prospect is giving me something on a silver platter, I might as well eat it. I might as well use it. That makes sense, boys? All of you?
Yep.
Yes.
So, and this is the same with the fucking word tracks, guys. You don't memorize, you don't use a word track, you don't use a script, you don't use a fine box thing that, okay, I have to do this now. No, just because even though it's a sales call, it is a fucking conversation. You're having, when you talk with someone that you don't say, in this part of the conversation, we're going to talk about this, and then about this, and then about what? You don't do that. No one even does that. You actually have a real conversation with the prospect slash the person who you're talking to, and then you get to the point. It's the same with this. Why the fuck would it be different? It's not. It's always the same thing. So you might as well use the same principle. Why are you treating this like you're an alien or a robot? It doesn't work that way. Imagine you're arguing with your girl. You're like, okay, in this section of the argument, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this tonality. I'm gonna use this objection. What the fuck? Like, no. Do you guys see how stupid it is when I compare it to that? So that's why it's like, clearly you don't want to do that. It's really bad. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
Luca, I
Yes.
had one question.
Tell me.
So, do you think doing a discovery in the dating niche is different than the niche that I'm used to, like the AI offer niche, where you have to first understand how the AI is like related to them? Well, in the dating niche, like, do you think it's different? Or is it because I haven't had that much experience in this niche? Or do you think that discoveries are the same everywhere? It's just small nuances that change.
I always give this example, which is if you put me to sell, let's say there's a high ticket offer for women so that they can get their nails done, right? I'm going to outperform everyone in that offer. And the knowledge that I have on nails, it's zero. Zero. How in the fuck would I know? How the fuck would I outperform everyone? Because I know I'm the best in sales. So the thing is, it doesn't matter. Of course, there's going to be some variances, like obviously, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be a different game completely, because in reality, it isn't. Okay, so you're asking me, what about this niche? What about that niche? What about dating versus AI generation or whatever the fuck that was? It's like, well, it's always the same. What is the problem? Why is that a problem? Why they want to fix it? How can I help them fix it? And if I can, I'm going to present it how. That's it. And it's always the same. You apply the same to every single scenario. It's not about, oh, this is AI business. Therefore, I must talk about the business first. And then I'm going to like, no, Because for all I know, the prospect that shows up in the call is going to tell me, yeah, man, it's just that I'm super stressful about this AI business that I have. The worst thing that I can do is, okay, tell me about the business. No, I'm going to say, stressful how? Because that might as well be the key for me to sell on him. But if someone shows up to the dating offer and he says, man, I have been getting exactly 4 dates every 4 months. The worst thing that I can do is not going to date a gathering now. How many approaches are you making? How many women are you talking to? What does it mean with, like, out of those 4 encounters that you have, what does that mean? Do you have sex? What was that? Like, you guys need to separate and differentiate that. It doesn't matter if it's B2B or B2C. You gotta see what's in front. Okay. It's not about, hey, Luca, should I use the shield or should I use the sword? But I don't know, you fucking wanker. Just look at what you have in front. If someone is tossing a fucking arrow at you, use the shield. What would you use the sword? If you want to stab someone, are you gonna stab them with the shield? Do you guys see that with this approach is so much easier? And you don't have to memorize. You know, it's easy. It's easier. I can promise you. So play on this. Play on this. Okay, does it make sense?
Yes.
Nice. What is this? She says I'm being toxic. That means I should go through the emotional side of the objection. Fuck, now she's bringing up the time I cheated on her. That means I should go on the analogy path. Could be, yeah. My point is like, realize what's in front. And guys, I think maybe it's because of how it's forced in the, first of all, in the normal education system, and then on the fucking, let's call it the guru system that now exists. Okay. Baby, imagine you're skydiving. Oh no. Like, in those two systems, there is one thing that is always done in purpose. And I am, as you know, I am the only motherfucker who's on the other side of the table that is always explaining to you what's on this side. So you guys know for sure. And one of the things that is being done on purpose always is to make you feel like it is difficult and you cannot make it without us, me referencing myself as gurus. Makes sense? It's like you're not going to be able to make it. And that is not the real thing. The real thing is that you working with, for example, me, you're just going to go faster. You're going to get to the result in a better way. But it's not like everyone is, it's impossible to do so, because it isn't. Okay. So the whole premise is that people are kind of like forcing this idea that you will always need that help. You will always need the reality. You always need that help and support. And the truth is that the only support you really need is your own, yourself. That is the thing that is going to really help you and push forward. Now, why am I saying this? Because I'm the only one who genuinely isn't, you know, trying to squeeze wallets, you could call it, I guess. And I don't care, right? But the reality is that the whole purpose is not so that you guys feel like you cannot make it on your own. It's just, how can you go faster? How can you make it better? That's it. Like, that is all. That is the whole thing. So, anyways, hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know why I made it a fucking yapathon on this one, but it kind of pisses me off. That's why, probably. Anyways, boys, am I making sense with this? All good? We all understanding?
Yeah. This was super helpful for me and everyone else. But for me, it's just like it's making me realize what the fuck was holding me back. And it has hit that thing to say, okay, buddy, there's no there. You're always improving. Even if you might think, okay, I'm getting there, but there is no there. You're always fucking improving. And it hits different when you learn it from your own experience. So yeah, that's super helpful. I'll go through these notes, practice, become better, show up more, and fucking smash the game.
Good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy this helped. What about the rest of you, gents?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to George for teaching me and Russian comrade this. When it comes to the manifestation offer, we asked him, how do you break down the illogical side and see what they're saying is doesn't make any sense? Because I can't move forward if they're in that woo-woo shit. So he said, yeah, you do. You get the commitment out of them. This is not exactly what he said, but he basically said you need to get the cop analogy from them. I said that doesn't make sense because I'm breaking down how illogical their belief in what they're doing manifestation is. And once I break it down, I'm pitching them manifestation. So how does that make sense? And he said, oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's just how it is.
Well, that's the thing too. It's the offer that you're selling. So if you're selling manifestation, what do you expect? If you're selling to people on the fact that they can just, I'm gonna become a millionaire, what do you expect? Do you expect brilliance? Do you expect high levels of intelligence? No. Therefore, just make them be committed, make them understand, make them be in pain, ownership as much as you can, and then just show up the easy solution. It's basically saying, yeah, you have the fault of everything because you haven't taken action. But with this thing, you don't have to take action and you will get the results. And even though as illogical as that sounds, they will say, oh my God, that's awesome. Because why? History repeats itself. People always, always fumble. They always trip with the same stone. It's just how it is. Therefore, you can just use that to your advantage. It's more advanced. We can talk about this one in another one, but yeah. Yeah. Anyways, gents, all good? We ready to call it a day?
Yeah, I'll add one last thing, and it is when you talked about the school system, the problem, it's not a problem, but the way we are taught sales by you is mainly how to use your brain and just don't overcomplicate it. Because, for example, in this role play, how it was very complicated for Tyler to squeeze something out of this stone.
Mm-hmm.
What you were doing is you oversimplified it in your head, and you just that's how you attacked it. You really, really simplified it to the extreme and just made it look so easy. And if it was someone else, and the way we are always brought up, because we all went to school, is okay, if they do this, this is what you do. It's always like a system. In this case, there is no system. You just use your fucking head.
That's the best system ever. That's the best system ever.
That's a
Use your
W.
mind.
That's what I'm thinking right now. To say fuck. I also, this is like a habit. There's the system and there's the test mindset that before, like when you, in order for you to be confident in yourself, you think you need to remember everything, like what Lucas said now, what he told us before, da 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 da. And that's what I usually used to do before a call. Like I would like, okay, let me fucking try to remember everything so I go in this call prepared. But if you just oversimplify it for yourself, you simplify it for the other person and they can see that you're making this very simple. But if you try to overcomplicate it for yourself, the other person can just think this is so fucking complicated. Why do I want to buy now? Oh yeah, makes sense.
That's
Yes,
why
sir.
they need to go and think about it because they have no idea what happened, what just happened in the call. It's too complicated for them to think.
Oh no.
Because
All right,
if
gents.
they've been thinking with you on the call, why would they need to go and think about it? That also makes sense. So yeah.
Gentlemen, my pleasure to help you today. I'm glad that you guys liked the call. As always, I will see you in the next one. Okay. Which is going to be in 2 days for the group coaching call. Remember, bring some calls to review. We're going to crack some of those and ask me as many questions as you like. So, gents, as always, my pleasure. I will see you in 2 days. Peace out.